One of the things that I think is a challenge for all universities, how do you onboard your new people, right? So let's take just the traditional undergraduate population. You got a roughly 18-year-old. They're so distracted by all the things that are going on for them. You're creating the opportunity for a person to say, oh, I remember that there was a thing that I wanted to learn more about, and now I'm having trouble sleeping and oh, well, I've got this platform that I'm already signed on to. Let me just go on there. And again, I can take an assessment myself. I can learn about what's at AU. That's really important to me. And I think a piece that we're still working on. I don't know that we'll ever have a full solution to this, but getting the information to somebody at the right time that doesn't rely on an office being open or, you want people who will answer the phone and talk with them, but you also want them to be able to say, let me just, in the privacy of my own space, like kind of test the water a little bit first, is really important. I also think it's really important that that information look and feel inclusive. I'm not a college student anymore. And while I'd like to think that I'm welcoming, and I'd like to think that my staff is welcoming, sometimes we know that students want things that are presented to them in a way that they feel like it's in their voice. And I think that that platform does a really, really good job of having some of that. But I want to point something out that I think has been a real success for us related to that, because I will say my students are allergic to the administration. So if they perceive something as like the administration has decided this, that they find that very alienating, I'll say, when their peers are involved in it. So the point I wanted to make is we used a strategy where we really we have a whole team of fantastic peer health educators. They center this in their work. And so they're championing it. And so, yeah, sometimes the students think I sent them something, but also they're learning about it from each other, which is really important because that person, that student can also say, oh yeah, well, check this out, because that's a really, really cool video that you can watch. Or, oh, have you done this self-assessment? Because I think it might help you understand like a way that you and your roommate could talk to each other differently.